Bottom line is this: you are built to be a leader. You are not constructed to be a victim. And once you get your words right, you are going to start noticing daily shifts in your energy, your focus, your momentum, your confidence, and your output. This mastery session is all about why the words you use matter. And one of the things I observe is simply this: a lot of people are very careless with their language. You can either be a victim or you can be a leader, but you can't be both. And if you look at someone who is a victim, a lot of their victimhood comes down to the words they use. I mean, the words you use either lift up your energy, the words you use either make you more creative, the words you use either allow you to do world-class things, or the words you use deny your talents. The words you use could reduce your energy. The words you use could hurt your leadership. So you have a choice every day at work and at home and out on the streets with strangers. You can develop a victim vocabulary or the language of leadership. Well, words are powerful. You look at people like a Nelson Mandela or a Martin Luther King Jr. or a Mother Teresa. You look at the great business builders. You look at humanitarians. You look at a lot of the great artists, and they were so careful with their words. And their words lifted people up. And that's really what great leaders do. They use the language of leadership. You look at a victim, and they say things like, "This is a problem. I've got a problem right here." Or, "I'm really scared about this." Or, "I hate that client." Or, "I hate this work." Or, "I'm sick of this day." Or, "I'm exhausted." Or, "I don't like that." Or, "She never likes me." It's literally the language of toxicity. You see the world not as it is. You see the world as you are. You see the world through a lens. And your language forms that lens of belief. I mean, your lens of belief and your personal filter on reality is not really a true filter on reality. It's just the filter on reality that has formed as a result of all the words you've picked up from the moment you were born. All that messaging that we pick up from our parents and the media and the world around us and our peers, the little kids that we used to play with in the playground, or the friends that we had as teenagers, that will either lift us up or tear us down. We see the world through this personal filter, and a lot of this personal filter that drives our performance and our behavior is really constructed from the words that we've picked up and then the words we are taught to use. And like I said at the beginning of this mastery session, most people are really unconscious about their words. And that's why most people are not getting rare air results. So what are some of the words I encourage you to shift from? Well, don't talk about what you hate to do, talk about what you love to do. Don't talk about problems, talk about opportunities. Don't talk about what makes you tired, talk about what makes you inspired. Don't talk about your past, talk about your future. Don't talk about what broke your heart, talk about what opened your heart. Don't talk about what dispirits you, talk about what you are fueled by. Don't talk about the things within your life that are not working. Talk about the things in your life that are working. Don't talk about your pain. Talk about your pleasure. What I would encourage you to do as soon as I finish this mastery session is pull out your journal. Pull out a fresh page and draw a line down the center of the page and write about the language of victimhood and the language of leadership. And start to write down all the words you use and the sentences you employ that really are speaking, that are really victim speak. And then in the other column, I want you to start writing down the language of leadership, the language that as of today you will be committed to using so that you start to use the language of someone who's world class. Bottom line is this: you are built to be a leader. You are not constructed to be a victim. And once you get your words right, you are going to start noticing daily shifts in your energy, your focus, your momentum, your confidence, and your output. And when you start getting those words right, you start lifting your professional life, your personal life to a whole new level of wow. And guess what? That is what you are meant to do.
오늘의 성공의 비밀을 완벽하게 내 것으로 만들기 위해서는 보고, 듣고, 쓰는 것이 매우 중요합니다. 한글과 영어로 노트에 필사하면서 씹어 먹어버리세요. 한글 5번, 영어 5번입니다. 시작합니다.
나는 단어 선택의 중요성을 알고 리더의 언어를 사용합니다.
I know why my words matter and use the language of leadership.
나는 단어 선택의 중요성을 알고 리더의 언어를 사용합니다.
I know why my words matter and use the language of leadership.
나는 단어 선택의 중요성을 알고 리더의 언어를 사용합니다.
I know why my words matter and use the language of leadership.
나는 단어 선택의 중요성을 알고 리더의 언어를 사용합니다.
I know why my words matter and use the language of leadership.
나는 단어 선택의 중요성을 알고 리더의 언어를 사용합니다.
I know why my words matter and use the language of leadership.
하루 10분만 행동하면 인생 역전은 내 얘기가 됩니다. 매일 동기부여 모닝콜을 통해 성공한 사람들의 성공 비밀을 내 것으로 만들어 보세요. 오늘도 필사에 성공하신 여러분은 부의 마인드를 장착하신 대단한 분들이십니다. 함께하면 부의 마인드는 더 강력해집니다. 지금 당장 성공시키고 싶은 사람을 초대해 주세요. 좋아요, 구독, 알림 설정은 이 모닝콜을 함께 제작하는 20명이 넘는 재능 기부자들과 켈리에게 큰 힘을 줍니다. 사랑합니다.